Let's go, boys. Easy clap. So thankful to be part of this community. Also shout out to Adfus Hassel. Hi. Hassel. Of 0. 3 months of watching the Turkish man mold. Basan, I need your LLLLLLLL. It goes, guillotine, yeah.
It's been a while since everything was okay.
Loving the streams. Good morning, chat. Hassle. Shout out to depression.
Arjan?
Kurdistan, 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 Kurdistan. Come to Brazil, alien bless. Hard. Come to Brazil. Arjan, Pogo.
You're late. 15 minutes.
D's nuts chat Pogo, D's nuts chat Pogo.
Daycare open when? Mob check. Arjan?
Let's go.
Saj. Let us in. Azan, Pogo, Daycare, when? Hyper, Bogo. It's cold outside. It's cold outside.
Casino.
Let us in. Hyper, Bogo.
Azan, Pogo, Daycare, when? Hyper, Pogo. It's cold outside.
Saj.
It's cold outside. Let us in. Nodders. Hey chat, it's time. Time for Azan to say.
Let's get it.
What's going on, everybody?
Azan?
I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world of Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from Sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live, folks. We are live and alive.
He said it.
Pogu. Azam is live. Azam is live. Azam is live. Poggers. Poggers. Azam is live. Azam is live. Azam is live. Poggers. Poggers.
Is on. Is live. Is on. Is live. Is on. Is live. Poggers. Poggers. Is on. Is live. Is on. Is live. Is on. Is live. Poggers. Poggers. Suck my entire and chat nothing VSHY on YouTube. May the beat people on Discord if I stole you. Mayosi dancer, Bernie dancer, Ellen DeGeneres, sponsor Brian TTS singer, Justin TDS singer, name description,
Poggers.
name description.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic
Happy
evening,
5 months for Christmas. Can you please
afternoon,
give us the gift of Bugs
pre-noon, no matter where you are. All shit. I'm Sam Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. We are live once again, folks. Thank you to Pee Pee Poo Poo user C3231 of the Pee Pee Poo Poo Haha Stinky Coalition for making such a beautiful, wonderful, okay, buddy,
Poggers.
who got a Haas Gods Award. Gives 1 month of ads-free browsing, r/lounge access, and 700 coins a month.
Awesome intro.
That's great. Oh, what a wonderful intro that was. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great Monday. It is, after all, the first day of the week. It's Monday, December 21st, 2020, 11:24 a.m. And we are live and alive.
Only $600 FFS.
My entire goal today is, of course, outside of covering the news, which I will be doing. My goal today is to make your Monday as palatable as possible. Yesterday, Congress finally came to terms with the stimulus to electric Boogaloo. Obviously, a big chunk of what we're going to talk about is today is going to revolve around that. It's also Donkey Drama Mondays. Hopefully, he doesn't fuck me up.
You great whole year sub now. No
Hopefully,
more Bezos money.
hopefully he moves on to a different target. You know, maybe like a stronger target. I can't deal with it anymore. So. Anyway, enjoy your $600, folks. Spend it wisely. You know. Your vlog got clapped during the banana peels? Why?
GGM8.
Why? Because of the classical music compositions? I thought those were all copyright free. Those were beyond copyright, I thought. What?
Himbo's lives matter. Happy Monday, chat hassle.
Artists copyright their performance of it? Shut the frick up. The sheet music is copyright free, the performances are not?
Guy, I was supposed to leave for Russia to visit my fam, but then London turned
Yo,
to
that's
shit and
so
Russia closed
cringe.
the border to the UK.
That's so
Shit sucks, but
incredibly
maybe you'll be
cringe,
able to
dude.
attend Chad Vice if you finally hosted Pogo Vice Chad when? Fart in my mouth, Hasanabi.
That is so insanely cringe. Motherfucker, can you even track the lineage of these composers? Like,
I haven't seen you watch these pages while I've been in this.
bro, that is
community. If the
wild,
playlist
dude.
isn't
That
good
is
enough, I give you the
fucking
right to ban me,
insane.
hassle.
And that is completely insane. It's like these dudes that own the copyright technically died
you
like
for all
7
the work you
gorillion
do
years
help me
ago.
lose 40
Good
pounds
luck
and feel
finding
more
their
confident
remains
in my body.
to
Love
pay
you,
them.
chat, you're also
Oh wait, it
great.
doesn't matter. Because those are free sheet music, you can just then replay it with your orchestra. And the orchestra itself is not going to fucking get anything regardless. But at least someone along the way can maintain that IP. Will you get the vaccine? I mean, I don't want to cut the line, but if I have an opportunity to get the vaccine, certainly. Tell Beethoven to pull up and square up right now. Dude, that sucks that it muted half the fucking VOD. That really sucks, because that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun last night. I hope you guys did too. Anyway, I'm going to get through the personal stuff real quick and then get to the news, because it's Monday, and obviously there's some stuff to talk about. I am in the process of putting together the greatest chat device you've ever seen, believe me. Okay? I'm in the process of working and putting together a chat device.
Critical error.
First and foremost, our first official guest that is a lock is Florida's very own, the luscious locked, beautiful Keanu Reeves stun coordinator, stun director, stunt double, Moist Critical. I'm of course talking about Charlie. He's first lock. We got Johnny Silverhand. Yeah. So he said he was down. So that's gonna be pretty cool. We got, when someone gets the vaccine and comes in contact with COVID, does it die there, or will you still transmit it? The speculation is that you might still transmit it. I thought you had Keanu himself. No, I asked Ludwig as well. I don't know if he's down to do it. I asked both Ludwig and Cutie Cinderella, actually. I requested both Ludwig and Cutie Cinderella because I think that we absolutely need a female voice in there as well. So
you know, with radical liberal Raphael Warnock tomorrow?
Need a female because we want more than a dude's opinion? Yeah, no shit, man. I know. Also, in every chat advice that I've had, we usually have more women to give advice than men. So, the fuck are you crying about? Have you never seen one of the... have you never participated in chat advice before? It's literally like me, Will, as the straight guys, and then the rest is like Austin's the gay dude, and then the rest is all girls usually.
And take a break soon.
I sent in a dono, but check out this playlist. I believe it has good educational value and stream value. If it isn't up to bar, please ban me. The Economy of Cyberpunk 2077, a game of cautionary tales and bugs by Economy Explained. Aren't they like fucking neolibs though? I don't know, mate. We can watch it. What's in the mug, bro? I was supposed to leave for Russia to visit my fam, but then London turned to shit and Russia closed the border to the UK. Shit sucks, but maybe I'll be able to attend chat advice. I said the same in the dono, but here it is. Cool. I'm lost. Why do people sad? What is chat advice? Chat advice is our technically supposedly once a month, but never actually once a month. Once every quarter dating and life advice column session. It's like a Dear Prudie. Originally, it was so that I could whip some of the incels in my community into shape, but either those incels literally fucking started watching my gaming sessions and are now exclusively having threesomes, or they just don't really talk in those sessions because everyone we have on the chat advice literally is like, hey, so I fucked this girl, but then I fucked her mom too. And now they want to have sex with me together, and I don't know what to do. It's like literally always shit. It's basically... I have cultivated, despite the fact that I myself am not a sex haver, I've cultivated a community of sex havers. My chat advice sucked? You suck at chat advice? Bitch, you're ace. The fuck do you mean? How am I supposed to know? Like, I don't know anything. I don't know how to deal with that. You know that.
Like, 2 months. Love you, Hassan. Love you, chat. Thanks for the socialism, Hass.
You know I don't know how to deal with that. I'm trying. Like, I don't know how to give advice on that.
Sorry, free ad bro must rejoin the Seabed Sag Island.
I did my best. That's all that matters. Anyway. My sex got deleted? Dude, me too. Chat Vice for women when? Chat Vice has a lot of women components in it as well. Well, with the current COVID numbers, I don't know if I want more Coomers turning into one night stand chat. Yeah, that's true. Why the fuck would I take advice from a insuloid virgin? I don't know. You don't have to. I'm ace 2, it's okay even we don't know what we want.
Nice
sometimes.
Shit.
Sometimes we all don't know what we want. Except for me, I know what I want. I want a girl with some bangs, okay? I want a girl with some motherfucking bangs and a septum ring.
Chad Vice when?
Yell me. Do you think bi-POC communities greatly affected by the virus should be given consideration to receive first access to the virus? I mean, first access to the vaccination. Yeah. Areas of need should get the vaccination first. What shirt is this? This is Madasheen. A shirt by one of you guys, actually. This is the queer heavy metal murder metal experimental queer murder metal band that one of it's band merch from one of you guys in here in the community who wrote a research paper on me and has 2 different bands, and this is one of them. The other one is like Infant Island or something, I think. You sound like a capitalist when you do chat advice. Bro, stop being an incel, forehead. It's all about your mindset. Yes, it is. Like, there are systemic issues that prevent you. There are material issues that prevent you from, like, I don't know, having a better sex life or dating life. But yes, individual improvement is still profoundly important. I want you all to constantly and consistently improve yourselves. This is something that I do. I literally, like, if you feel like this is a place where we do escapism when it comes to like looking for advice, even when like aside from accurately looking at the systemic problems, aside from that, like if you think that I'm not going to tell you like this is what I've done, this is what actually helps, it could be helpful for you as well. And like constantly strive to fucking improve yourself, then you're silly. Can we make sure it's not vague advice given like, oh, just be more confident? Like that's not gonna help anyone. Why are people who have never attended one of these like, why are people who have fucking never attended one of these like just throwing out like takes if you haven't seen it? Hassan, literally a bootstrap guy when it comes to dating? I'm not literally a bootstrap guy when it comes to dating. I'm literally a bootstrap guy when it comes to individual improvement. Yes, individual improvement is still incredibly important. Regardless of the
7 months lurking. Working on Arjan X Pluto art for okay buddy. Love you man, keep up the great work.
You're crazy. Yes. No, I'm a leftist because I'm a leftist because I'm literally the meme. The meme of the leftist that says I'm a leftist because I'm literally the meme of like leftists from right wingers that like left wingers don't want to improve themselves. They just want to cry about society. Like, really? That's what you want to be? Oh, I can't believe you're bootstrapping it, dude. Yeah. I want every single person. I want your advice for every single person to be capitalism. That's the reason why everything is bad for you. And there's no room for improvement.
2 months chilling. Stay safe, my guy.
People rather blame external factors than improve themselves? No, external factors are incredibly important. You are not a leftist. You are a pipeline to neoliberalism with all of your support of the Democrat progressive wing.
Asking Chad Vice from a sex info like you.
I'm not even a pipeline to neoliberalism. I myself am a neoliberal. Dog walk in the burn. Take off your shirt. Take off your shirt. Take it off. Read those nips. Take it off. Hassan, please take off your shirt. Take it off. Take it off, dude. Please. Kind of weird, dude. Are you trying to sexually harass me or some shit? What's happening? Fucking K-Hive, dude. The radical cis white K-Hive gays are they're out of control. I gotta stop watching SNL. They think that this is a safe space for them. It's not. Anyway, he'll watch you with one hand. Yeah, I know. Okay, so any thoughts about the take from Bad Faith Podcast about AOC not trying to agitate? Just want to know.
3 months of
which the one with Kyle Kulinski? I like Kyle a lot. I think his tactics are great. I like I've said before, if there was a groundswell,
have a great
push
day, everyone has,
and an organized effort, and people wanted to agitate for Medicare for all and abstain from voting for Nancy Pelosi or threaten not to vote for Nancy Pelosi as speaker, especially given how slim the margins are for Nancy Pelosi to win, then yeah, I think and AOC advocates for Medicare for all. I've said this already, even though I don't think that it's the right time to do it, and the better time to do it is when there is actually legitimate consequences for voting yes or voting no. Because he asked in the end, like, when is the right time? And I think there is a smart answer to that. The smart answer to when is the right time is when there is actual material power. Because there is no repercussion for just faking a yes vote in the House right now. There's just no repercussions for it. Because we don't have the Senate. Democrats don't have the Senate currently. Pelosi has a lot of power than AOC, and she could punish AOC by not giving her committee seats. Yes, she already did. She already didn't advocate for her. Right time to do it is a liberal take, dude. Like right from their playbook. Why is that right from their playbook? Just because it's the same exact fucking thing that they say about dumb shit when they actually do have material power? If the entire purpose of pushing for a Medicare for all vote is so that you can get a legitimate fucking yes or no vote and hold Democratic politicians accountable, then why the fuck would you do it at a time? Like, are you so stupid that you think Kamala Harris is unironically a legitimate advocate for Medicare for all? She said yes in the Senate. Like, she literally said yes in the Senate. Kamala Harris said yes. It was a co-sponsor of Medicare for all. You think Kamala Harris is honest Medicare for all co-sponsor? You think she honest to God cares about Medicare for all? Please explain to me with all of your brilliant leftist brain processing power that how this would be any different. How this would be any different without knowing what the Georgia Senate race is going to look like. Especially at a time when like the entire country is talking about $600 in stimulus checks and whatnot. Meanwhile, why are we on like day 10 of Jimmy Dore shit? It's because it's like growing in momentum, which fucking sucks. Like, I mean, it doesn't suck if organizations, like on the ground, organizations say, you know what? Yeah, they're right. It is time. And then there is actually fucking agitation beyond absolute fucking freaks on the internet. Like the weirdos, the biggest fucking freak political cranks. If there is agitation beyond that, like real people, because I know that Medicare for All is popular. It's the truth. But if organizations start pushing for it and start wanting to apply pressure and follow through on the fucking weirdo crank Twitter's lead, and AOC pushes for that pressure, then I'll advocate for it. President literally said if it passed, Biden would shoot it down. You mean you're talking about Joseph Robinette Biden, right? President-elect Joseph Robinette Biden, who said, if don't be a tease. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna do the Pelosi shit in a second. You know what? I'm gonna get into it now. All right, I'll open it up to the Normans. It's time. Flocky, thank you for the 20 tier 1 gift subs. Okay, it's time. I'm opening up the floodgates. We're allowing the Normans into our home. We're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff, stimulus, whatever related. There's some big news to talk about.
I've always had strong progressive views, but because of my lack of education, was never able to article my talking points. Thank you for helping me with that and opening my eyes to other issues in the world.
It's Monday and you peasants will be happy with the $600 crumbs. It will not. Talking stimulus and more now. Get in www.twitch.tv.
Love you, Hasanabi TW. I lost 375,000 channel points at the Hasino Kekwait.
All right, $600 check, but rent is $1,500 plus thanks to government overlords. Yo, man. Yo. The 600 is nothing, dude. Like, the 600 is fucking nothing. Like, that's not, it's not even a real thing. Like, it might as well be fake. Like, it might as well be no, I mean, obviously it might not as well be no money. Obviously 600 is a lot if you're in deep debt. But this is not there to cover your fucking rent. Like, who the fuck, what are you? You don't live in 1952. You're not renting a house in 1952. $600 is not supposed to cover your rent for all the fucking months that you have taken advantage of the eviction moratorium. You know what I mean? Like, $600. I mean, look, I'm a very fortunate person. I am a profoundly fortunate person. There's a lot of people who are not. $600 literally doesn't even cover my insurance. Okay, you know this already. I pay $666 a month to insurance that I almost got kicked off the coverage of, and the only reason why I even have the insurance is because of Cobra, which is another like liberal, market adjacent cash transfer to private insurance firms. Like, the only reason why I even have a fucking insurance right now that I pay $666 for is Cobra.
The commie is coming out in me.
Like, it's ridiculous. It's also disgusting that they were literally just like, yo, can you promote CMAC? Can you promote CMAC and not your average African to the big leagues before you get too carried away? Stop dono-walling me. I'm trying to get him before the malt sets in and he takes it out on me. What? Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, yeah. We have two new moderators in the community. I'm glad that they have said that. Wait, how do I do it? Is it /mod? What was the command? It's been so fucking long that I have moderated added any new mods that, is it /mod? Okay. And it's not your average African.
Subscribe now with Twitch Prime to
I think, did it work?
Unlock Hassan.
Did it work? Type. No, it didn't work. What the fuck? Or did it work? Dude, fuck this, dude. God damn it. I'm such a fucking... Here, I'm gonna do it again. Anyway. Ah! Left is the enemy of the left. No, it didn't work. Just click his name and press the mod symbol. Maybe that'll work. Yeah. Click the green button on the name. Did it work now? Oh, it did work. It did work. It moderated. Okay, there it is. You have two new cops in the community. C-Mac and Naira Average African are now going to be participating in the cleanup and mopping. It didn't work for C-Mac. Okay, hold on. I'll do it.
Do you know if college age dependents will still get
Oh, Aiden did it? All right, word.
M18 BTW?
There it is. C-Mac 0801 and Naira Average African are now promoted to moderator status. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, they are now your overlords, so you better fucking...
But anyway, Stan Red Velvet.
You better be nice to them, because they will exercise their power on you. I'm just kidding. None of my moderators do shit like that. Well, I did have some moderators who used to do shit like that, but none of my current moderation team, which has been been with me for fucking years now, do stuff like that. Do you think Pelosi drinks the blood of children? Good question. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm paying my rent with the 600. My rent is 650. So the hilarity here, of course, is, again, 600 is not. It's not for your rent. Like, you might use it for your rent, but it's not supposed to be for your rent. It's not for anything. Like, because what is $600? Like, what the fuck are you supposed to pay with $600? You know what I mean? If you have credit card debt, maybe you can pay that off with the $1,200 plus $600, maybe. Okay? If you can't pay rent with $600, you can barely pay rent for $600 for 1 month. You can't pay rent for the past fucking 6 months that you've been like pushing past. Especially if you've lost your job, barely making ends meet. Unemployment insurance is drying up. What are you going to do? What are you going to buy? What are you going to fucking do? Do I feel guilty for wanting to get a PS5? No, I mean, listen, if the government's giving you $600 and you can buy whatever the fuck you want with it, go off, kings. Who gives a shit? I mean, I will not be getting $600. I will be getting $0. I'm way past the point of my 2019 and 2020 tax returns, like
has buff.
Allowing me to get any of that aid, which is understandable, especially because it is a means-tested program. That's not a fucking flex. Oh my God. If I don't say that, you say I am trying to LARP as the everyman. If I do say that, I'm flexing. I don't know what to do. We are moving on. I'm going to be honest with you. Will dependents over 18 be getting anything, or are we getting screwed again? Of course you're getting screwed again. If you are a dependent over the age of 18, lol, over the age of 16, I believe. Lol, what do you think? You think Congress gives a fuck about you? Of course not. They literally treat people that are college students who are not fucking working, who are dependent, as like non-humans. I don't know why it's so fucking... Lol, way past, could have just said past it. Again, if I just said past it, first of all, fuck you. That's a ban. Secondly, no, if I just said past it, Omega lol, just past it, a little bit higher than just past it. Lol, 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 liar. So no. I'm just past the point and bitter. I hate being lumped to the upper class when I feel like everyone should have a right to a high 5-figure lifestyle. Yeah, this is preposterous. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta fix this shit. Ay. Oh, my voice is so fucking cringe. What is happening to my voice, dude? In the mornings, I gotta fix this shit. Oh, man. I do feel good, though, that I worked out. At least, you know, I know that we're no longer past the point of... we aren't doing personal news at this moment because, you know, we're supposed to get into the news. But I do got to say, like, working out versus not working out. Leaves TYT and starts on Twitch. Claims it's not about coin. Come on, dude. Own up. Wait. I'm confused about that take. Like... I didn't really leave TYT because I wanted to leave TYT. I left TYT because they didn't want me to live stream while they were live streaming. Like, I was still doing shows for them. They were like, they literally were just like, you can't be our employee and live stream like while our business is live streaming. And I was like, okay, well, I have to. I like this more.
Cashier, this parasocial relationship has gone too far.
Do you and Jenk have weird tension? No, of course not. Dependents don't get anything. I have homies who got 11K from the last name and they're 18 independents. What? 11K? Oh, you mean unemployment? That's what they got. Right? Wait, if you're on unemployment though, you can't be a dependent, right? Can you? What? 11K? How the fuck did your... What? How about you go stimulate some bitches? True, that's enough to cover rent, food, and utilities, and I even fuel me to get my time machine and go back in time to the 1700s. Yeah, dude. Yeah, for $600, you can cover your rent, your utilities, and put a down payment on an affordable home in 1958, as long as you're a white guy. But like, seriously, like, what is this, dude? Yeah, your parents can have you as a dependent, but you can still be working full time, I think. Oh, nice. Okay. I was a dependent half of last year and I got a check. I got like 8K in one go from unemployment, but no stimulus because I'm 20 and still dependent on my mother's taxes. Yeah, well, unemployment insurance is a lot better. The 600 is... Look. If we had UI, I am a dependent on the pandemic unemployment, and only requirement was that I lost my job due to the pandemic. So the UI was really fucking good. Anyone who tells me that the UI was not good and a solid amount of money is wrong. I will fucking defend it. It was better than OECD nations. Like, it is unheard of in America. But the only reason why the unemployment insurance, the weekly $600 additional payments on top of your regular unemployment insurance was good was literally because they were willing to give that to the workers that were laid off because they were giving trillions to corporations. And it was insanely fucking good. And most people that say it wasn't good literally weren't on it. That's why they're saying it. And they're speaking for what they assume is the position of the working poor. Okay? I know people that are in my community, that are fucking my moderators and shit that were on unemployment insurance that absolutely noticed and recognized that it was life-saving. I have friends that were on unemployment insurance that saw it as life-saving. It was amazing. It was really fucking good. $300 of additional spending, even though it's not going to adjust to all the weeks, like it's not, there's no reimbursement for the previous weeks, is still decent. It's not as good as 600, but it's still fucking goddamn decent as shit. So those are the good parts of the bill, okay? Those are like the above average parts of the bill. Overall, this bill itself is how do I describe it? It's less than what was necessary. So in that sense, it's still bad, but it has no parts that are bad, like on its own bad. Like wealth transfer to corporations bad. Like all of that went away. And there's no liability as well for, there's no liability protection for corporations in this bill as well. So it's mid. This is a mid bill. Now, if you were to believe Nancy Pelosi, and you should not fucking believe Nancy Pelosi ever again, then, you know, you would think, oh, more bills are coming, and that's why this is acceptable. Fuck off. That is bullshit, okay? That's bullshit. Guess what? Nancy Pelosi said no to the 1.8 trillion because she was like, because she wanted to hold out for 3 trillion at the time, or 2.2 trillion. And at the time I defended her. And Nancy Pelosi then said, we're not going to do this. We're not going to push for it. We're not going to push for the 1.8 trillion that Donald Trump wants to put together. And I defended her. And I defended her because it wasn't her fault. It was fucking still Mitch McConnell's fault. But they were dumb. Even then I criticized her for literally not advocating for why you have to have Democratic senators, because Mitch McConnell is like holding this up and she wasn't making a big enough deal out of it, and it was fucking bad on that front. But people were like, this is entirely on Nancy Pelosi's hands. No, it's not entirely on Nancy Pelosi's hands. It's not entirely Nancy Pelosi's fault, but she is fucking horrible as a tactician. And not only is she horrible as a tactician, actually she's not horrible as a tactician, she's just an indecent human being who does not give a fuck about the working class. So she's just telling you to shut the fuck up and you know, let her do her job, basically, while making it seem as much like he cares about you. So in that sense, he's actually a good tactician. Any moment that you say this is a moment of incompetence is the moment that she's won as a tactician. It doesn't stem from incompetence. Her actions come from the fact that she does not give a fuck about you. She's worth $120 million. There's a 16 grand fucking refrigerator in her apartment. Of course she doesn't give a shit about you. Of course. Okay? Now, I'm not even saying you can't have a fucking 16 grand fridge and not be able to advocate for, you know, be a better politician and advocate for better rights for workers. But it makes it very unlikely. And it certainly, in this case, is just yet another indication that Nancy Pelosi is not really on the side of the working class there. What makes her such a bad person? Just curious because I've also been defending her for holding out on a higher spending bill. Well, this is the greatest example of this. So let's be real. There was no $1.8 trillion bill, right? Trump and Nancy Pelosi were going to cut a separate deal, a separate bargain for $1.8 trillion, right? That's what Nancy Pelosi had. And Mitch McConnell personally at the time said, no, there is not going to be a single bill that's a single penny over $500 billion. Mitch McConnell literally was like, there's no $1.8 trillion deal. That's not happening. It doesn't matter if Donald Trump and Nancy Pelosi cut a separate deal. It does not fucking matter. Right? And guess what? Nancy Pelosi held out. And at the time I said, redirect your anger at Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is the only fucking person who's like genuinely stopping this from happening. And Mitch McConnell could have straight the fuck up passed this bill 3 times over if he wanted to. He could have. But he wasn't interested. The only reason why we have this, if you want to know what the truth is, the reason why we are even getting $600, the reason why this stimulus bill even passed is because of David Perdue. And it's because of Kelly Loeffler.
Has baited.
That's it. If it wasn't for the Georgia Senate races, there would be no stimulus bill right now. There just wouldn't. Now, both Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue can get back and say, look, we did this. The Democrats can no longer hold this as a weapon against us and say, there is no compromise. We are stopping you from getting the $1,200. That's the reality. That is without a doubt the absolute motherfucking reality. They wanted to go home for the holidays, but more importantly than that, they literally were like, okay, we don't want this to be a talking point against us. Fuck it. Sign off on it. Democrats finally were using the $1,200 stimulus, the $1,200 checks as a weapon against the Republicans. I've been saying this for the longest goddamn time. Why didn't you use it beforehand? Why didn't Nancy Pelosi use this line of attack when the previous election was happening so that she could win more fucking House races? Huh? Why didn't the National Democratic Party literally use this exact same thing I've been fucking freaking out about? When everyone was like, no, Hassan, you're crazy. This is a referendum election. We're going to win. Look at how good the numbers are. I'm a neoliberal. I know more than you. We're on the winning side. We're the ones who control the Democratic Party. There's a referendum election. And me as a dumb fucking himbo was like, dude, talk about why it's important to vote for you in Congress and in the Senate. Talk about how Republicans are those who are standing in opposition with you receiving funding that you desperately need. So what happened? All of a sudden, Democrats start using that as a line of attack, briefly. Not all that much, and Democrats are like, all right, the race is too close for comfort. We're going to pass a stimulus bill.
People clap cause they are radical liberal demon rats at Hasanabi.
Fucking so dumb. So fucking dumb. What? There's no way this is in the bill. What the fuck are you talking about? Tibetan Buddhism is practiced in many countries.
Accent advice with Aiden Wallace.
Unlike you, Nancy Pelosi's a real ass friend and doesn't talk shit for clout. She shows her homies real love by tanking stimulus checks for them so they don't have to expose themselves. If your federal food benefit comes through SNAP, it's stingy with lots of restrictions. Congress has now added a new unlimited food benefit for business executives, and it can be spent anywhere on anything. Wait. Yeah. The federal subsidy for a single lunch for 2 execs could easily be more than the full food stamp benefit of a family of 4 for a month. So then increase SNAP and let it be spent in restaurants or make it a universal benefit. It doesn't have to go straight to the rich.
Haskayaya.
I mean, it's a little bit of a dishonest framing. I know why he's saying it. I like why he's saying it. He's trying to agitate. The framing here is Ryan is framing 100% like Ryan is basically framing the 100% business meal deductions as a government assisted food program. Basically, it's just because it's the rich, we are not conditioned into thinking that it's a government assisted food program. We're gonna talk about that in a second. I gotta run an ad though. Top of the hour, every hour we do a 6-second ad break. And if you want to avoid the ads, it's a contractual obligation. You can subscribe. You can do that for $5, or you can do that for free. You can subscribe for free by connecting your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account and getting a free Twitch Prime subscription. That way, you don't get to see ads. There are other ways that you can avoid the ads as well, like ad blocks and shit. But Twitch does fucking clamp down hardcore on them. So here it is. Okay. Burada adblock adamdır White Hardo. Oğlum Tengris Nomad. Dangalak. Türkiye'desin zaten. Sana ad yok ki. Turkish people using ad block thinking that thinking that their ad block is the shit is the funniest thing to me, because you're in Turkey. Twitch is not serving you ads anyway. Like, this conversation is not for you, bitch. Even if you're in Europe, you're probably getting less ads. So the highest density ad market is America. So, like, my conversation around Twitch Primes is basically around American watchers.
At Hasanabi,
A couple months ago, you described the difference between leftists and liberals as leftists hate landlords and liberals love landlords. Can you elaborate on that?
In the same boat, some got thousands.
The difference between leftists and liberals is leftists are anti-capitalist. Liberals are not. Liberals love private property, defending private property. Their entire worldview is around the defense of private property, as they believe that that's the only form of like individual liberty that comes around it. Leftists, on the other hand, believe that true individual liberty comes from emancipation from the shackles of the capitalist organization of the economy, as in the abolition of private property and the allowance of personal property, of course, but overall destroying the need for people to make money off of pre-existing capital. Like make money off of capital accumulation through private property. There's many different reasons why liberals and leftists are different, but it's hard to just explain it in one fucking simple term. It's always going to be reductive. White House secures the 3 martini lunch, tax deduction, and draft a coronavirus relief package. So the main reason for why this exists, by the way, so here's what's disgusting about what that person was talking about. So we're going to talk about the 3 martini lunch right here. So this guy goes, Ryan, you know that's not the purpose here. The purpose is to get waitresses, cooks, dishwashers rolling again. Come on, man. You're one of the few honest journos out there. Stay that way. Okay. Then why not do exactly that same thing for the working poor? What, you think fucking poor people wouldn't go to the restaurants if they could fucking write it off? Bitch. That's literally SNAP, motherfucker. Why don't you do it for SNAP? Like, I don't understand. You think the only people that would go and spend money in fucking restaurants are wealthy people? That's so fucking dumb, dude. Yeah. It's so silly.
Thank you for these past few months, chat hassle.
Yeah. Maybe instead of the... What is this? What is this hat? Top hat? Just get another job? I love this. It's so funny.
Did you hear about this?
This is so funny. Anyway, if I could write off Uber Eats, my taxable income would be like $2. There's a lot more poor people than rich people. Not saying that rich people should be getting... Not saying rich people should be given free food. Wait, what? Exactly. There's a lot more poor people than rich people. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. My point exactly. If your goal is to stimulate the economy through consumption, then offering it to people who are going to consume regardless is fucking so dumb. Give it to the people who desperately need to consume.
11 month 11 poggers
what?
Poggers.
Do you know if there are income AGI limitations at new $600 checks? Yeah, 75 to 100 as always. 75 is like when it lowers and 100 is when it tops off to 0. So if you made $100,000 as an individual, then you will get $0 in stimulus.